سيدنا محمد وعلى أزواج سيدنا محمد وعلى ذرية سيدنا محمد وسلم تسليما كثيرا. رب اغفر لي ولوالدي رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا.
الله أكبر. 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 الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
السلام عليكم. استغفر الله. أبا you been here?
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونتوب إليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله الله بالهدى رحمة للعالمين فبلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح للأمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده حتى أتاه اليقين. أما بعد عباد الله أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله عز وجل فقد فاز المتقون. واستفتحوا بالذي هو خير. يقول الله تبارك وتعالى: قل بفضل الله وبرحمته فبذلك فليفرحوا هو خير مما يجمعون. Dear Muslims, all praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have said this 52 times from last Eid al-Adha until today. We have said all praise is due to Allah, the one who gave us his divine support to make it to his house only for him. And only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows how many times this word has been said. Allahu Akbar. The word, the best sentence, Jibril alayhi salam, the postman between the heaven and the earth, ever brought to the earth, is to remind all those on earth to say, Allahu Akbar. Allah is the greatest. When you feel like your body is growing than your faith, and you want it the other way around, tell your body, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, the word that you say when everybody was sleeping in the night, and you stood up in your tahajjud, and you say, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, the word that made the city of Mecca silent after they have been loud for so long, and they put the sound of Islam to silence for 13 years. After 13 years, the same voice came back to say to Mecca, Allahu Akbar, with 10,000 believers who have been through the meaning of this word, and their heart went into sujood. Allahu Akbar, the word that will take us back to a time when there was no time, to a place when there was no place, no heaven, no earth, no humans, no angels, nothing at all except him, the greatest, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu Akbar, the sentence that we say in order to remember why we are here. Allahu Akbar, we say it as many times as all of those people who went to Hajj and record their name on the entrance of Bab Salam in Al-Masjid Al-Haram. Allahu Akbar, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yesterday on the day of Arafat, he spoke to the malaika, to the angels, and told them to look at something. Look at who? The believers, who left everything behind, and they went to Mecca. And before they enter Mecca, they follow the law. And what is the law? To do with time and place. They went into Mecca on the right time from the gate of Hajj. And the gate of Hajj, we call them the Miqat, the only city in the world. When you want to enter it for Hajj, you have to enter in a specific time if you are going for Hajj, from a specific place if you are going for Hajj. And these pilgrims, people who went for Hajj, they did that. And yesterday, the day that will make Shaitan in his worst feeling, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will decide to forgive anyone on Arafat and anyone who they prayed for. So for those who went to Hajj, when they come back, we should welcome them and say to them, pray for us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised them, I will forgive you and whoever you pray for. Allahu Akbar remind us, with them, when they are in the platform of Arafat, in one place, and their faces towards the heaven, in their only 2 pieces of cloth, reminding them, with the way they will go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is an ihram. Allahu Akbar, Allah is greater when we see in Mecca and in Canberra and anywhere else in this world on a daily basis, young people, elderly people, women, children, who are bringing the meaning of this world into their life. I don't know how many people you have seen chanting their life with this word, Allahu Akbar. The strongest element to defeat our low desire is when we say, Allahu Akbar. Allah is greater than me, than my job, than anything else that may make me forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu Akbar, a word that the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam reminded Adi bin Hatim when he was hesitant about becoming a Muslim. And the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam said to him, Ya Adi, أتخاف من أن يقال الله أكبر في الأرض? Are you afraid from hearing this word? Allah is the greatest on earth and in the heaven. Do you know anyone who is greater than him? No. Ya Adi, أتفر من أن يقال لا إله إلا الله? Are you running away from this sentence? When people are saying from their heart, there is no God but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Adi said, no, I will not run away from it. And I will not believe that there is anyone or anything greater than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is how Adi became a Muslim. And he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. This is a word, we live with it. And we take it with us wherever we go in order for our Islam to remain alive. Allahu Akbar, it is a word, when we say it, we can see the Kaaba with the eyes of our heart. And we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to show it to us one day with the eyes of our head. And then something unusual will happen. And when people come back from Hajj, you ask them, how did you feel and what did you see? Did you cure the disease that was bothering you all of this time? And what is that disease? The disease of the desire, which made many people ignore their salah. Many people say no to 6,626 ayahs in the Quran. They said no to all of it. And these are the words collected and defined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for us to know why we are here and what will happen to us next. Allahu Akbar is the word. When a young man remembers this word and you remind them with that, and I wouldn't mind to remind this to myself again, that the young people Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam spoke about when he said to the world one day, Nusirtu bi-Shabab. This day, and him sallallahu alayhi wasallam was victorious through the young people. Wherever they are, anytime, this word will become alive in their heart. And being an imam for so many years, I can say 18 years, I came across these young people. And don't get bored if I remind you with this story again. The young man who left the nightclubs forever just because someone reminded him with Allah in that place. He followed shaitan over there, but when he remembered the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, إن الذين اتقوا إذا مسهم طائف من الشيطان تذكروا فإذا هم مبصرون. Those people who have taqwa in their heart, whenever shaitan touches them with his evil, they remember and they will go back again to the right path. This young man said, when somebody, one of the people also in the same class, said to me, Assalamu alaikum. Remember this word. This is the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Peace be with you. And this young man said to himself, how can peace be with me in this place? I have to leave this place forever if I really aim at peace. I don't forget that. It is the young people of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. Every day they become new people. And if they like this, when they put on the new clothes, in explaining that, they also have a new heart. And their heart, after 365 days, experienced this way, Allahu Akbar, and it went to sujood. If I forgot everything, I will not forget the young man who I just said a couple weeks ago to take off the golden chain from your neck because you are a man, and take the earring out of your ear because you are a man, and straight away the meaning of La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. That was changing the people's heart. Remind them with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you do so, and when you see these young people, truly, you will say, we are on the line. And whatever the world do to translate Islam, the new message are telling them, لِيُظْهِرَهُ عَلَى الدِّينِ كُلِّهِ وَلَوْ كَرِهَ الْكَافِرُونَ. Islam will master every ism. You like it or not, it will happen. And this is the judgment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Through whom? Through what the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam said, Nusirtu bi-shabab. The young people will do this. Regardless where they are and how they look like, we believe in the prophecy of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. Why? Because the young people is the backbone of every nation. If it is broken, that nation has gone. So every young person, you can say, remember, do not let Islam be attacked from your side. And how can that happen? When I'm a weakling of the Ummah of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, we remember to say, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar reminds us when we talk about young people with Ismail alayhi salam, the exemplar, the one who went through any painful emotional feeling to prove to the world, if this is what I have to go through to prove that I'm a Muslim, I will go through that. And what is that? When the parent, his father said to him, you are going to die. And none of our parents will ever tell us this. And who's going to kill him? It is the father himself. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered him like that. It was a test. Our parents never tell us these words. Always they tell us, I want to give you life. I'm working hard for you. Sometimes I don't sleep during the night for you. Sometimes I have 2 jobs for you. Sometimes my own religion and risk just working hard to guarantee you a good future. They never say that they want to kill us. They just want to give us life. But if we don't play the same role of Ismail alayhi salam, when he said to his father, Ya abati fa'al ma tu'mar, oh my father, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told you to do it. I'm willing. Satajiduni insha'Allah min as-sabirin. With the divine support of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I will be patient to go through that hard test. It was a hard test. We do our best to live together as a family. And even when someone from among us dies with the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have a grief in our heart for long. What about when we are told to bring that grief into our family by our own hands? So Ibrahim alayhi salam, his message to every father is to remember his dua And what was his dua when he was building the Kaaba with the support of his son Ismail? Part of his dua was, "Oh Allah, send to them from among them a messenger from among them who will recite to them your verses and all the wisdom that you will reveal and purify them." He was praying for the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. And when the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam came, he said, "Ana da'watu abi Ibrahim." I am the prayer of my father Ibrahim when he was praying for someone to come. That is me. And the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam is told to wait the end of his life on the platform and the hill of Al-Ahmad, and he spoke to us. And what he said to us, we know the farewell sermon of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. On the mountain of Arafat, he looked at the Sahaba. When some narrations say it was 95,000 Sahabi on that day on Arafat, listening to the summary of the deen, the summary of the teaching of the Prophet ﷺ for the last 23 years. And he taught them what was the summary: to be together no matter what happens. And in the end, he asked them a question which we need to ask each other every day and every time as a family or a society. Al-Ahmad balagh, that was the question. Did I convey the message? And he said to the Sahaba, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask you one day about me. What will you say to him about me? He will ask you if I conveyed the message or not. What will you say? The Sahaba say, نَشْهَدُ أَنَّكَ بَلَغْتَ الرِّسَالَةَ وَأَدَّيْتَ الْأَمَانَةَ. We will witness that you have conveyed the message. You have delivered to the maximum, complete. And then the Prophet ﷺ, to confirm that, he pointed his finger to the sky and said, "Oh Allah, you witness, they said it by themselves." It means they heard it. If they are coming after that, they have to explain that to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when we talk about Arafat, we are talking about the most important meeting ever took place on the face of this planet. The meeting between the Prophet ﷺ and us. How come we? Because he told the Sahaba and he said to them, فَلْيُبَلِّغُ الشَّاهِدُ مِنْكُمْ الْغَائِبَ. Anyone is present, convey the message to someone who is not here. Anyone who knows, you pass it on to anyone who doesn't know. And then he divided this responsibility into a family manner. Every father, every mother, every husband, every wife, you make sure that all you need to share among yourself is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said through the tongue and the life of the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. So this day is a day of Eid. When we are seeing ourselves in new clothes, it means a lot. And this day repeats itself twice, only twice a year. After what? A great achievement. And what is that achievement? Fasting for 30 days or 29 days. This is a favor and the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have achieved something good, rejoice and have an Eid. Only when you worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also today, when the people went to Mecca, physically, financially, socially, emotionally, by all means, they went to say one thing. And what is that? To say, لَبَّيْكَ اللَّهُمَّ لَبَّيْكَ. Oh Allah, I heard your call through the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, who you told one day to tell us to come here, and he asked you, how will they heal me? And you say to him, you can say it. We will let them hear it even before they born. So going to Hajj, to say Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik, is one of the two news that came to us before we are born. The first news we read in Surah Al-A'raf, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke about us by saying, وإذ أخذ ربك من بني آدم من ظهورهم ذريتهم وأشهدهم على أنفسهم ألست بربكم قالوا بلى. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took all of us out from the backbone of our father Adam alayhi salam in the tiny pit, and he spoke to us and he asked this question, am I not your Lord? And we all said, yes you are, and we are witness of that. This is a call that we heard before we are born, the iman to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala once we are born. And the second one is the Hajj. We have been told to go to Hajj. You can imagine, like around 4,000 years ago, in the time of the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, and these people went to Mecca to say to Allah, I am here for that God, I heard it. And once they say this, and they will be told, then go around my house. One time is not enough. If you go around the Kaaba one time, the level of what you have done will raise you to the peak of the first heaven. You go around it second time to the second heaven, third time to the third, and when you finish the seventh tawaf, you are in the heaven of the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, who is leaning his back to the Baitul Ma'mur, the Kaaba of the angels. And every single day, 70,000 angels, they go around and Baitul Ma'mur. And these people doing the same thing on earth. This is what it means to say, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. And then also, they will go to a place where Shaitan tried to tell Ibrahim, don't listen to what Allah told you. Don't kill your son. And he stoned him. Shaitan tried, and he went to Ismail. Ismail, your father is going to kill you. Don't listen to him. Ismail stoned him. Iblis tried to capture the emotion of the mother, Hagar. Hagar, do something. Your husband is going to kill your son. Found whatever to stop him, and she stoned him. The entire family, they threw out from their life the tools of Shaitan. We remember this story. A father who represents the leadership of a Muslim family to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And a mother and a king. And our families consist out of these three people. Parents and children. Father and mother and kids. And they have to make sure they knock down all the idols of Shaitan in the family life. As a father, and as a mother, and as a son or daughter, to make sure that the dua and the prayer of Ibrahim alayhi salam will touch our heart to become real human beings. We have this opportunity every day, and once there is stone Shaitan, it means we will never, ever follow you again. It is over. And that is the symbol of stoning somebody mean. You don't mean anything to me anymore. You are down, and we will stone you to death. And when they come back, they remember that. I just stoned Shaitan. How can I start following him again? So Hajj has this great meaning. But what we learn from the feast of sacrifice is to learn how to sacrifice by all means to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And remember to say Allahu Akbar when we are in a temptation between our Islam and something else. We need to say Allahu Akbar. This way brought Umar bin Khattab from darkness to light. This word made Adi believe that the weakness will turn into power. This word made Bilal defeat the entire society of Makkah when they tried to torture him and make him feel that the pain is Akbar. But Bilal said no, Allahu Akbar, and he proved them wrong. This way, I don't know how many people you know around, but to myself, I know this way brought a kid who used to be in a Catholic school in the kingdom. Year 1 as a Catholic, year 2 3, 4, all the way to year 12 as a Catholic. And this word makes that girl in this masjid today saying with you, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. If that was her life, and she made it, she was born in darkness, brought up in the dark hands, yet she moved out from that darkness into the light. How come I'm a Muslim person who was born in the light and I'm moving back into the darkness? Sometimes by saying, or because of the place, because of the environment. If this person has been taught all of these years through the educational line, yet she woke up to say, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, wa lillahi alhamd. And praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I didn't die before I put the clothing of Islam on me. As we say, it is our choice. And wherever we go, we can be like angels or like Iblis. It's up to us. It is our life and we're going to live once. But this type of season, we need to remember this word properly wherever we go, to say every time, Allahu Akbar. When you meet your parents, say Allahu Akbar. Look after them. When you meet your friends, say Allahu Akbar. They may ask you, what does that mean? You explain to them. Wherever you are, you say it, and it will put our heart, inshallah, to sujood, and we will never fail if we keep it as a stick that will keep us always straight. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among those people who benefit from us here. As we know, our heart is the city. Our eyes is one of the gates into that city. We should learn from what we see. Our heart is the city. Our ears is one of the gates to go into that city. We should learn from what we hear. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Inna sama wal basar wal fu'ad kullu ulaika kana anhu mas'ula. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask you on the day of judgment about your eyes, what did you see and what did you benefit? About your ears, what did you hear and what did you benefit? And the brain He gave to us. We have to use that brain now. It is fresh and intelligent, and it can learn. If you don't use it, it will turn one day into a rotten jelly in our temple, useless. We have to use our eyes to see what is right before the water of our eyes run out and we can see no more. We have to use our ears to listen to what is useful before the drum of our ear is broke and we can hear no more. If the people in Mecca go around the Kaaba, you can see outside in the building there. A masjid will stand there. How quick? It depends how quick we want it to happen. And this masjid will never stand up there unless we say, I will be part of that. The best way to spend our money in water and dirt is to build a house for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To guarantee ourselves that one day, when the people take us out of our own houses and palaces, they will take us to our real home, which is a masjid that we will build. By our own, we will not be able to build a complete masjid, but together we can do it. And if we do it together, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also will put us together, inshallah, in paradise. So remember what you can see outside is the beginning, and the continuation, inshallah, will be in your pocket. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah in whatever He gives to us, put barakah in our life, in our time, and in our bodies, and in our soul. So when we go back to Him, we don't want to say, please send me back, I want to be a different person. Let us be that different person now. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-Hakim. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar wa lillahi alhamd. Wa kullu aam wa antum ahbabuna, wa kullu aam wa antum bi alfi khair. Wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Assalamualaikum. Wajib muslim on the way. part of it, like connectivity, our brothers and foreign, what you can raise
Hikmat. Assalamualaikum.